Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me today. I'm just using my phone here to film by hand so you can see what I've been up to. I've been collecting bits and pieces. I did explain in my last video or so that my style of crafting is changing. I've been doing lots of river walks with my daughter Olivia, river and beach walks. I've been finding some amazing things. Let me show you. Rusty nails. These, which I believe are off boats. Something to do with the rigging. I have got, move them out there, some smaller nails. As we move along here, I've been finding heads and arms and bodies. I love this one. And I'm going to be doing some bottle art with these. Look at those cheeks. I have got bottles. Do you like my brick molds? These are Indian brick molds. Got bottles. Big ones, small ones. That says Mackey and Gladstone, Birkenhead and Liverpool Limited. I found that in Liverpool. Some of them are, I cleaned them, but they're still stained with original contents, which is good for grungy art. I've got bigger pieces of pottery. This is river glass. This is glass, coloured glass that's been used for tiles. All sorts in there. It's my garden. It's my garden. That's what's left of my daughter's bouquet from my sister's wedding. But there's my garden. You see the conservatory. I have got, not very many at the minute. There's 2 clay pipe stems in there, but I've got about 6. I've got others out ready for projects. These are bits and pieces of, I don't know what they are. And then I've got bottle stoppers. Big ones, smaller ones. Whoops. 1 marble. And I've got here some sea glass starting to build up. I think it's called sea foam, isn't it, when there's small pieces like that. So that is what I've been up to. So I am just going, oh, you can see here I've got new machinery. This is for just grinding sharp edges of pottery. I cannot use it at the moment because my daughter is on night duty and she's in bed asleep at the moment. Milliput I've been using for repairs, which I've needed quite a few of recently. This is my new drill, which is handheld, so that unplugs, it's handheld. And this is water, it's a bit dirty. It's because it's had the pottery in it while I've been drilling it, and plasticine to drilling. There's my chip mug. I'm off to Disney in a few weeks, just off with my daughters. We're going to go to Orlando and have a week of fun because we've had a couple of difficult years. I'm just showing you around my cath room now. We had a few difficult years and we've got some difficult times, challenging times coming up. So we're going to Disney for a week of fun. So yeah, this is my craft room. It's not very big. Here's my projects waiting. You can see dolls' heads and more bottles. Here's my copy under here of the water babies. Coffee staining. Busy little craft room. so much stuff. I don't know how to fit it all in here. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get on with today's video, which is about how to gold leaf the pottery. So see you in a minute. So here we are back again. I've got my bits and pieces together here for gilding the broken pieces of pottery. So let me just tell you a little bit. So as I said, Olivia and I have started to go outdoors and river walking and beach combing. So these are just some of the shards of pottery that we found. It always amazes me. Well, it did amaze me that shards of pottery survived. However, when I've tried to drill them, I understand why. Let's zoom in a little bit more on there. There we go. That's better. So there we go. So I love these these are beach worn ones. And some of these will date back to sort of the 18th century. This one was spored. It had a little bit extra on that said spored, and I accidentally broke that with my drill. Another piece there. So I've just popped these in it. This is a Liverpool, it's an old bottle, which I've filed down and just popped in there. So I've not got lots at the moment, but I'm okay with what I've got for the projects that I want to do. So let's get on with this. Right, we're in frame now. Yep. So as I said, I am going to do a journal based on the theme of the novel of the Water Babies. So I want to do this, start this project by making a dangle out of some of the beautiful objects that Olivia and I found on the river or beach. So these are the sort of things I want to use on the dangle. I'm not sure on that because it is very, very fragile. But isn't it beautiful? There's an oyster shell with little barnacles on it. There, a little piece of clay pipe, which could be anything from 100 to 300 years old or so. And this is drilled, and this is a piece of spongeware. So what is spongeware? Well, I'll explain as I sit down and tell you all about what I'm going to do. So as I said, I've started to drill pottery, and I did cause a few cracks and dinks. Oh, let's move the clay pipe. Cause a few cracks and dinks. So here are the three pieces that I am going to repair this morning. Well, gold plate them. So I do believe that this is spongeware as well. Unfortunately, you can't see a lot of the pattern because when I drilled through, I made some sort of chip the ceramic there. So let me tell you about spongeware. Spongeware is characterised by shapes made with a natural sea sponge dipped into coloured slip and then dipped onto a white background. It's amazing what they can do with a sponge. Just got some notes here, then I don't forget. The pot is then glazed and fired. So decorative earthenware pottery was produced in England, Scotland and Ireland and Europe, and is often associated with folk art, and that's why you get the bright colours. The red and blue are typically the spongeware colours. So it was first produced in Scotland in the 1830s, sorry. And the spongeware potteries were based in an area where there's clay so that they could make pots, and there was coal to fire the kilns. So as centuries of production emerged in Scotland from the manufacture of stone and earthenware potteries, at producing plates, bowls, jugs, mugs, decorated with these elaborate sponge patterns. The patterns, the process was then produced in Ireland and in England, in the Scottish Hebrides, and then out to the prairies of North America. And in North America, it became known as spatterware. So as the name suggests, spatterware is made by spattering on paint with a brush or a stick, or by blowing it through a tube. Spongeware is where paint is dabbed, so that's the difference, but it's the same processes. So spongeware is considered less expensive and an easier to make version of spatterware. So without further ado, after your little history lesson there, I hope you enjoyed that. Let's have a look at these that I broke. So these two were what I broke with drilling. That's a piece of spode as well. I think it's from the same cup as the other that I showed you before. This one is just a tiny piece of child's tea party plate that she would have used with her dollies. And that's been drilled ready. It was just chipped on this side. So I've rebuilt that with Milliput. This is amazing stuff. It's a putty, and what you need to do to cure it is mix there's two sticks inside. Come out wherever you are, and you mix equal portions of one to the other. Sort of massage them together in between your fingers. You will feel them become a little bit warm, but nothing unbearable. And then they're ready. So then you can use it. And when it's dried, it takes 4 to 6 hours to dry. It can be drilled. You can use it on ceramics, on porcelain. So for example, if you needed to repair a chip in your bathroom tiles, in your sink, in a bath, whatever, you can use Milliput. So I've done the repair with Milliput. So I put the Milliput on, and then just to smooth it down as best I could, when it had dried, after about 6 hours, I just sanded it to dry it off, to smooth it off. So the back there, it's the whole of the back. Now I didn't chip that. That was just a big dink in the pot, in the shard of pottery. But I liked the pattern on the other side, of which I've lost because I'm in my infantile drilling. And so without further ado, let's just get on to gold leafing these. So I have painted with this gilding acrylic adhesive. You put it on, you leave it for a minimum of 20 minutes. You can leave it overnight. It still would work within 24 hours. So I've painted this on. This I got from Amazon. I could probably leave the link below then if you wanted to get some. So I've got that. I have got some gold leaf. Now this I do believe I bought from Hobbycraft, which reminds me, where's the best place to go in Orlando? Would it be Hobbycraft or Joann's? I might only have one attempt, one permission to go out to one store from my daughters when we go to Florida in January. So I want to make sure I go to the right one. So I've got my gilding anyway. So comments below, Joann's, Joann's or Hobbycraft, Hobby Lobby, because I want to get Tim Holtz is what I'm really looking for. So difficult to get a hold of here. And all the up-to-date things are the new things. You have to order online and they're usually sold. They sell out so quick. So these are the 3 to repair. So I've just put a piece of, it's a bit sticky actually. Let's turn it over. This is a piece of baking parchment. So we'll just put that on there to catch the flakes. There we go. put the flakes in when I brush them off. So as you can see, this one's got 2 holes in, and this one isn't going to be a dangle. The one with 2 holes in. There's another one in here, I think. These are, let me show you. These are going to be, I'm making buttons out of them. So ones that I think are a good size, nice size for buttons, but they're not buttons for my clothes, although you could use them on your clothes. They're going to be buttons to use in crafting. Oh yeah, that's where the other one is. This is the one I've drilled one. This looks like, actually looks like spongeware. Excuse me. So there's one hole. I've started another hole there. It takes so long to drill through. I bought myself some diamond tip drill bits. They should be here today. Right, gold leaf. Here it is. Now you can get gold leaf in these cosmic shimmer gilding flakes. Now this one has got all colours in. They usually do have a mixture of colours, and this one is called mulled wine, and you can sort of see that darker gold, but I didn't want to golds and coppers and rose gold, but I didn't want to use that on here. I haven't got any other cosmic shimmer, but I'm going to buy some. So let's take out some gold leaf. Let's have a look. Let's have a look where I'm up to. In here. It's very, very fine. Obviously, that's why it's called gold leaf. Right. So if I put it on there, whoop, and it will just stick to me. Pop some on there. Because I've pre-done it with the gold leaf adhesive, that should stick. I decided to use gold in the the Japanese style. You know, they repair using gold leaf, don't they? Broken porcelain. I can't remember the name of that art. Ooh, if you know what it is, comments below, please. There we go. Want a little bit more there. And how quick and how easy was that? And how pretty does that look? And I think it is nice to repair and just have a bit of respect for these very old pieces of pottery, and bring them back to life. So that will be a dangle, part of the dangle on my water babies journal. Right, next one. I'll do the button next. This will probably, the back side will probably pick all them bits up there. Right, let's take a little bit more. And just pop that on there. And that will stick where it's going to stick. So you're best using a small brush to put the undercut, the adhesive on, because you want to get it exactly where you want to get it. So that'll be the top of the button. Doesn't that look nice? And then let's go underneath. Now this is the one where I've covered most of the back with the gold, with the adhesive, because it was chipped out, not by me. And there is the back. Let's just get, where's my little, I've got my little pokey tool somewhere, just to, this is a drill bit, the wrong end of a drill bit, just to redefine those holes. So there's my button. See that? How pretty is that? So I'll put that in my button jar. And then I've got another bit of dangle here. A bit of spode dangle for my water babies. So this is just a soft, very soft brush that I have. Pure bristle. And again, we just brush that off. I do not remember gluing it all the way up there, but I must have done. Just put some of that back on there. See what I mean? Wherever you put the glue, it will stick. Let's just dab a bit more glue on there, because I've made a mess where I scratched it off. There we go. So that's that piece. The thing is, you can just keep putting bits on until you're happy with the outcome. That side I'm happy with. So let's do that inside. Take a bit of that gold leaf, pop it on. I think with gold leaf it loves to stick everywhere, doesn't it? Whoop. Now this gold leaf, I'm going to put what's left in a jar. But my jar is downstairs. So for now I'll just put it in a little container, because you can actually buy different colours of gold leaf, like this, the actual sheets. There you go, that's done as well. Yeah, you can buy the different colours. So as the Cosmic Shimmer is like this, all it is cut up pieces of gold leaf, chopped up. So I'm going to just pop this in there, put it in a jar, and I can chop that up and maybe mix it with some other colours and make my own shades of gold leaf. So there we go, there's the pieces. Where did I, oh, the button is in here. There we go, all nicely repaired and ready for use. So I hope to bring you along, well, I'm going to bring you along on my making my dangle ready for the tassel, but I'm also going to mould, show you how to make a mould for these dolls' heads, so that you know to make, so you know how to make them, but you also don't have to use your original doll's head every time you want to do some artwork with dolls' heads. If you've enjoyed my video, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. If you want to give me more information on any of my finds, correct my rookie mistakes, please let me know in the comments below too. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.